Welcome everyone to session number 26. This is the Trail Guy. Today I'm excited again. We're going to have another elite runner from the island. I'll be interviewing Matt Cecill. But before we do that, I'm going to share the quote for this session. Your strongest quality, you never give up. Now, before I get Matt in here and to ask him a few questions and for him to share his insights and knowledge about trail running, I'd like to give you a little bit of his accomplishments in this last year. First of all, he came in 8th in the Orca Island 50K just recently, 2 weeks ago. Then he came in 2nd place in the Dirty Douro 50K. He did the Sun Mountain 50 miler in Winthrop back in last May. He came in 4th place. Then he came in 3rd place at the Frosty Mountain 50K race. That's in the mainland in BC. And then Matt's a big epic 100 miler in Leadville. His first attempt at it last August, and he finished, and he did it in 26 hours, 51 minutes, and 6 seconds. And that was a very challenging 100 miler because I had done it too with several other people, but we didn't finish. Matt, out of the 5, he was the one who did finish. And we had it challenging because it was very, of course, high altitude in Leadville, but he had a lot of cloud cover there from a lot of forest fires were happening under states, and that took up a lot of the oxygen. But anyhow, Matt gutted it through and did his first 100 miler there. Then he did a half marathon. His road PB for a half marathon is 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 41 seconds. And without further ado, I'm going to get Matt in here. Hi, Matt.
Hello, Mike.
All right, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming here to share your knowledge and experience and everything. So I want to get right at it, so can I ask you a few questions?
Of course.
Okay, right, okay. First question, where and when did you start your trail running, and at what age?
I started my trail running with your group out at Galantad Trails.
Okay,
when I was 25 years old.
25, and you're right now?
30.
You're 30 right now,
Yeah.
so 25 years of age.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Okay, now this key question here. What does it mean to you to be a trail runner, and why is it so important?
To me, it just means, I think, a sense of adventure, getting outside, enjoying nature, enjoying your friends, spending time with people, and testing the limits of your body, I think, would be kind of sum it up for me.
Is
yeah.
it? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so now, what is the single most important thing you've learned about trail running? And I guess in the last 5 years.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of things, a lot of mistakes over the years.
Yeah.
Single most important thing, I guess, just to have fun with it, you know, like not to worry, not to get too wrapped up in times, and I tend to be kind of a numbers guy, so
Yes.
for me it's to just kind of relax and enjoy the ride, and just, you know, enjoy the training, and don't worry too much about a bad day maybe, or just, you know, whatever, just kind of enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Now, what does it mean? What is it? Or what does it take to be a great trail runner, in your opinion?
I think it takes patience.
Yes.
Would be a good one. It takes time to, you know, improve fitness level to potentially where you want it to be. That's been a big one for me, is just kind of, you know, being patient with it.
Yes.
And I think it takes just a love for the sport. You gotta love running if you want to be good. I don't know, I'd love to be a great trail runner one day, but yeah.
Sure. So really that passion, I guess.
Yeah, I
That
think
passion for it,
you need to really love the sport, and if
Yeah.
you do, then the rest kind of just falls into place, you know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Okay, now, what got you to where you are today in your trail running? Because I've noticed your accomplishments here, and you're, you know, considered elite trail runner, in my opinion.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, but like, I still feel like I got some work to do, but a lot of trial and error, to be honest. I do a lot of reading, just trying to figure out what works for my body, because I think everyone's quite different in what they can handle, and you might, you know, it's easy to read what other people are doing, kind of mileage, stuff like that, and get caught up in it, but it's not necessarily the right recipe for you as a runner. So I think it takes time to also for your body to adapt, because over time I've been gradually being able to handle more and more mileage that I didn't used to be able to run. So it just takes some time, and it takes, I think, patience, and I like to just get in there and read and try and educate myself as best I can.
Okay, good. Very
Yeah.
well. Okay. Now, what are you doing with your trail running that the average trail runner is not? Like, what are the secrets that you're using that other trail runners don't even know that it exists? You
Well, I don't
need
know if I
anything?
should give that up. Right
Well,
now.
you could share. I mean, come on, we're a community, close-knit community here.
You know, honestly, one
Yeah.
thing springs to mind.
Yes.
I sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, rest.
Like, yeah. I mean, not just rest, yes, and rest days.
Yes.
I do a lot of foam rolling. I've learned to really try and take care of my body between runs. But
Okay.
yeah, I nap a lot. Like,
Okay.
almost on a daily basis. And I'm blessed to have a job where I can. I have time where I can kind of just duck out and get a half an hour nap. But I really think it's important for me. It just feels amazing to be able to take that time to sleep, because it's just, that's when your body's really doing its repair, right? So
Yeah, makes sense. B,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that.
no problem.
Okay, now, what do you like to do the most in your training?
I like to do everything, actually. I like it all. I think that's maybe an advantage that I have, is just that I really love running, like in any form. I like road running, trail running, at the track. I like doing shorter races, longer races. And I think that's kind of nice, because I think it's led to me not maybe experiencing some burnout, because I'll just, if I was at the track this morning, and it's so different, from being out in the trails, and I love it all. So I think that's kind of been that's been a bit of an advantage, to just be able to do different things and mix it up and keep the body kind of guessing, and
Now, anything in this last 5 years that it's sort of been a waste of time for training? Like you found out like you were doing something for 2 or 3 weeks and you said, oh, geez, I don't know, I shouldn't have done that.
Probably the only thing that I'd say has been a waste of time, I don't think anything specifically, any of the runs, but it's been accumulative. Trying to do too much at once maybe has been the biggest waste of time, which is kind of ironic, but just trying to go for too much, maybe too much mileage, increase too fast, leading to injury, because then that's the ultimate waste of time when you're...
So that comes back to this patience. With everything
really.
you were saying earlier.
Yeah, because if you're injured, you're not running at all, right? So
that's right.
Try and steady increase rather than trying to go for it all at once.
Yeah, I see. Okay, good. Okay, now I guess the question is here: what powers you? Maybe a one-word answer.
What powers me? One-word answer. I'd say. Well, I don't want to say. I think friends. Honestly.
Friends. That's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah, I love like the whole trail running community. Like you said, my close friends. I consider my family to be friends as well. They all power me with their support and just the passion of my fellow runners and stuff, and also just peers in the sport as well. Seeing their accomplishments. I mean, it's all very motivating.
It is really inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. Okay, good. Okay, now I guess a question here. Again, what makes you different from other trail runners? Or is that sort of what you sort of previously said?
Yeah, maybe a bit of that, but honestly, I don't really think I am that much different than other trail runners. Some people sometimes ask me like, "Wow, oh, it just must come easy," and it's just that's not really. It couldn't really be farther from the truth. Like, it hasn't come easy. It's been hard work, and there's been a lot of injuries. So I don't think I'm really different at all, to be honest.
Okay. Now, I guess this one. What is the biggest misconception about you?
That's a funny one. Actually, without question, now that I'm teaching run clinics at Peninsula Runners, people just think that I've been kind of skinny my whole life, and definitely haven't been skinny my whole life.
Yes. Well, that's an interesting point. Now, what were you at one time? What was your weight?
I peaked out around 250 pounds.
Yeah, and how old were you then?
I was about 21, 22.
22,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so in university, doing a lot of unhealthy things.
Yeah.
Not running.
Yes.
And that was... Yeah, so I haven't been just sort of blessed with like a runner's body. So
okay, well that's cool. Yeah.
Running really helped to turn that around as well.
Yes, good. Okay, good. Well, now I'm going to... here's a question. What advice would you give someone who is frustrated with their trail running? What do you think they should do?
I guess I'd first ask what they were frustrated about, what part of their trail running, but I think maybe as a blanket statement, just switch it up a bit, maybe just change things. Don't keep doing the same things that are leading to failure. If things aren't going well and things keep going wrong, maybe make an adjustment, try something different,
Yes.
and maybe just relax. Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the sign says relax there.
Yeah, I like that sign.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a couple of fun questions.
All right.
All right. Okay, now if you could have any one superpower, what would it be?
Ooh. Something comes to mind. It's not maybe not considered to be a superpower for a lot of people, but I'd like the ability to just once go out way too fast in a race,
Yeah.
but not blow up.
Oh,
just have that.
Just keep it
Just
going
the
all the
whole
time.
Just go.
Sound like a Prefontaine kind of
Yeah,
guy.
just
go
have one
all
of those
out.
days, I guess. But
Yeah.
but I've had my share of blow-ups, but I'd love to one day make that mistake at the beginning and not have it actually turn into an explosion in my body.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you won a lottery, what would you do with the money? How would you act? How would your attitude and stance be?
I've always kind of thought that winning the lottery would be almost, it'd be really difficult, I think,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways that maybe people don't think about when they wish for that kind of thing. I think it would be hard to have the same relationships with people that you had before if they know. So I think maybe the first thing would be to not tell anyone that I won the lottery. I don't know if you can hide that kind of thing. But, I don't know if I had a bunch of money. I'd probably take more naps and just try and spread it around and do some good with it, I guess.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, it's Sunday morning. What are you having for breakfast?
Oh, I'm kind of a peanut butter and toast guy.
Are you?
Yeah, keep it pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could eat, I don't know, granola sometimes maybe, but definitely before a race, I usually keep it simple with peanut butter and toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. Now, what do you know for sure?
I know that I love to run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
that's probably the one thing I do know for sure.
Yeah. Good. Good. Okay, man. That's good. Okay. Now, here's a one. Here's a fun one. What do you want written on your tombstone?
I think I'd rather be cremated. Tombstone seems so intense.
Okay, I'll ask it another way. How would you like to be remembered, and what do you want to be remembered for?
I don't know. Nothing too deep here. Just maybe being a good friend and
Yeah. Okay.
being a guy you can share some laughs with.
Yeah. Good. Cool. Okay. Now, any final thoughts, advice for trail runners out there?
Get out there and enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, we live in, one of the most beautiful places in the world, and we're blessed with so many amazing trails.
Yes.
I mean, I say it all the time. People complain about running in Mount Doug all the time but who has that in their backyard?
I know. Yes.
It's gorgeous,
yes.
and
Yeah.
you get out to Gowan Todd. I'd say just go out and explore and enjoy the sport. Yeah.
Good. Well, good. Now, a couple of things before. Could you tell me what's on the horizon for this year for races?
Next up, well, a little tune-up. I know this is kind of weird, but I'm gonna do like I said, I like road running, so I'm gonna do the half marathon in Comox coming up. I'm gonna try and PB there, but that's kind of a side thing. My next main goal is Zion 100 in Utah, which is in April. So
cool. Good.
Starting to ramp things up.
Just how much time do we have?
Minute and a half to 15.
Minute and a half. Thank you. Thank Mo Eagles behind the camera, sir. He's helping us out today. Thanks, Mo. Okay, so and then quickly, your sponsors. You have sponsors?
Yeah, Eload Sports.
Yeah.
Sports for gels, drinks, salt caps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All natural, no preservatives. Canadian company.
Yes.
Really like what they're doing. Easy
Oh,
on the
good.
stomach. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And Bikram Yoga Sandwich. Right by my house up in Gordon Head there.
Yeah.
They're amazing people, and they've helped me out a lot, letting me get in there and try and pretend that I have any sort of flexibility in my body.
Okay, so that's yoga.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
It's
Okay.
been great. Yeah, they really
Good.
helped me kind of offset some of the stuff that goes on in your body when you run a lot. You know.
Good. Well, listen, thanks for being here.
Hey, thank
Sharing
you.
your time
Thanks for
and your
doing what
insights.
you do, Mike. It's great. I love the show.
Okay, good. Thanks for having me. And all the best in Zion for your 100 miler and everything. And everyone, thank you so much for staying tuned on session 26. And if you have any questions or you want to post any comments or anything, just go to my website. And in the meantime, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you the next time. The Trail Guy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Yeah.
Push the button.
Yeah, you bet, Dad. Thanks, Mo.